Okay, time for a pond update. It is July 17. We've made it to the middle of July. It's been hot. Been dry lately. Had some rain, but largely it's been July. At the moment, wind turbine's spinning and we actually have a north wind. I haven't had very many north winds, so that's kind of nice. But anyway, so emergency spillways coming in nice with vegetation starting to grow in. Really happy with that. Pond is actually doing really well for this time of year compared to what it usually does. We had a pretty wet June, but obviously the water level is starting to draw down. Evaporation rates, I'm sure, are super high. So I imagine if the forecast is correct for the next couple of weeks, probably most of this water, all this water back here will all be gone and we'll be down to just a little pool here, which will give me a chance to plant some millet on the back side of pool A here. I have already broadcast a little bit of millet where these mud flats are starting to show up, and it's already popping up real quick. One of the things I'm very happy about is the grass. Grass is growing in nicely. So this is this was all bare dirt not that long ago, and we've got a pretty good patch of grass growing in here. Actually had to mow it, so pretty happy there. Some of this taller stuff I actually sprayed a little Roundup, trying to keep some of that woody growth from taking over again. It's hard to remember what this used to look like a year ago, but this was all grown in with woody vines, and so I'm gonna try to prevent that from happening again. But anyway, I got some good dirt or grass growing in the dam here to hold all this in place, so I'm very happy about that. Even over here, so this is some of that new stuff that I worked on, I think as late as May. I was putting that down, and that's all growing in nicely. But check out all this green grass out here in the wetland. There is green grass everywhere out here. The dam has got lots of grass growth growing in it. Very happy about that. So one of the things I am working on, this, for example, is obviously an elm tree. So there's a lot of woody growth right here. This is where there was a bunch of thickets and stuff that I cut a bunch of stuff out. And so a lot of that's growing back in, looks like, pretty quickly. So that woody growth got a good healthy drink of Roundup today. So hopefully that stuff will be dead pretty soon. But you can see how well the grass is growing in the dam. I'm very pleased with that. The one spot that's not grown in well is, of course, where I had to patch in the new pipe. So it's coming along. It'll get grassed in, but it's getting there. But anyway, we've got some water in here because we did get some rain. And so what I've been doing is along this mud flat, I've been putting in some, just scattering some millet by hand, and you can see it's already come up. So there's millet has already sprouted all over in here very quickly. So I'm quite pleased with that. So I'll probably be coming along every few days. In fact, I'll probably do it tomorrow. Go do another little planting. You can kind of see where the water level ended right here. And I'll scatter some more millet in here. Obviously, I'd like to get a good thick stand of millet going in this up against the dam over here. Looks like a lot of this is going to do fine on its own. Obviously, I'll need to plant pool B in this new dirt that I did. That'll need some millet planted as well. Pool C is also looking pretty good. Quite a bit of grass growing in here as well. Quite happy with that. And the dam, I actually planted a bunch of ryegrass on this dam. and it did not work. The ryegrass actually came up and burned up. You can actually see the remains of it. But anyway, there is a little bit of water left in here. So again, I did a little broadcasting, and you can see there's some millet that's already sprouting right there. I'll do a little bit more as it dries out. At some point, I'll have to actually do a real planting, you know, in some of these barren areas to get some millet going. But all in all, I'm pretty happy with how this looks, considering this is July. You know, we're doing all right. We got a little bit of water. We got vegetation growing like crazy. You know, the dirt is holding in place. Of course, we haven't had a flooding rain for the last, 6 weeks or whatever. But all in all, place looking pretty good.